For plants and animals, I'll tell you how to do this. Like I'll in the next slide, it's there. I'll just show you how to ideally observe a plant and how to ideally observe an animal. Uh, and upload location with observations with location and date that I mentioned previously. Okay. So yeah, I'll just show you how to upload first. See, when you're on field, when you're seeing plants, especially, be very slow and careful with plants. Okay, because they are tough to identify, and the more distinct parts of a plant that you can get, the better your chances of it being identified will be. Okay. So what I did here is I got the flower. Yeah, I got the flower on top view. I got the flowers from side view. Okay. And this is to show this region. This is called the sepals. Okay. So sometimes the sepals also matter in identification. So I'm just getting a side view of this plant to show them clearly. And then I got the habit. Habit basically means that a picture of the full plant. If this plant were a big tree, I'd walk back and try to get a photo showing the whole tree from top to bottom. Okay. And reference of size, I'm just keeping my hand here. You can put a coin, you can carry a pen, something like that. Okay. So this can be done with plants in a reasonably good way. So and if by the way, if there are fruits over here, try to get the fruits. If there are spines on the plant, try to get them. If there are certain protrusions between the leaf and the stem, then try to get that. Whatever unique thing you observe, try to get that for a plant. For animals and specifically speaking insects, because I don't know too much about other animals, but I think for insects and for arthropods in general, from photography alone, this covers it. So get a side view, top view, face view. Not easy, not at all easy, and it's not necessary all the time. But if you have this, there are good chances it can be identified. So just aim for this. If the insect flies away, that's fine. You can still upload it. There's nothing wrong in not doing this, but this is just a tip for you guys. So wait, let me just go back here. Now, here I want to show one more thing. I just want to show you how to upload an observation on desktop. Okay, so how many people here use your camera? I'll start from the start actually. How many people here use your camera? Like, how many of you have a cam? Okay, one, two. Uh, okay, so still not many, but I'll just cover this. Um, okay, so if you have your camera, you're gonna export your photos into some file, and then you're gonna log in on your browser, right? And then you can just click this upload button, and it will say choose files. You have your files over here, so you can just drag them in. Okay, I just picked out. I don't regularly use my laptop for like I don't have a camera, so I don't use this. I just do it on phone, but this is what you can do. Okay, when you just, I would say just if you have a bunch of photos, like a lot of photos, just select all of them and drag and drop. Okay, don't overthink it. Just select all of them and drag and drop. This will give you a lot of different observations. Now these are all the same plant, but it is showing up as three different observations. So what I can do is click shift and select a bunch of things. Okay, now you will see this blue thing pop up, combine. That will add all of them into the same observation. Okay, now tell me whether I should upload this as it is or not. If whoever think I should upload this as it is, just give me a raise of hands. Nobody? What's wrong with that? What's wrong if I do that?
Missing dates, location. You
Perfect.
have ID.
Right. Yeah, I have an ID, but it's missing late and location. Correct. So I have to add some date and some location. This is wrong, but like I'm just showing it as an example. Somewhere within Telangana, this was. I'll just put it around Hyderabad. Okay. Now this is like a range of like this is the error basically. Like it's in this circle wherever I don't know exactly where my observation is, but it's within the circle. And now I can update this. Okay. And now, if there's more observations, I would have added them in and done the same select and combine thing for each of them. And all of them at once, I can submit. Okay. And by the way, if you want to add location and date and location for everything at once, you can do it here. Like if you have more than one observation, you can just select this editing all. Like it will show up as editing all observations. Right. And then you can just submit this. And that will upload your observation onto the platform. Okay, now here it is, the new observation. Okay, so this is how you do it on browser. If as and when time permits, and I think it will, this will be a pretty quick one, so I think we'll have time. We'll try to show the same thing on phone as well. Um, so anyways, let's get back to this for now. Basic identification. That I knew the genus, so I kept the genus. You can keep it at whatever state you want. Take clear pictures. That's all we covered. This is done. Yeah. So identification. Okay. So why do you need to identify your observations? So that it stays in somewhat of an organized manner for everybody else to access it and to actually put that data to use. Okay. If you don't have your taxa identified, it's not very helpful data. It's not very useful data. So that's why people identify things right now. And I covered this actually, INAT community. That is, there are people who identify stuff. You can learn to identify stuff, and I'll tell you where to identify things as and when you learn. Uh, and any taxon suggestion is counted. Why I mentioned this, by the way, is that okay, let's say there is a frog, and a bunch of people like agree that it's a frog, and then there's this guy who doesn't agree that it's a frog, and he says uh it's a bird or something. So it's a very bad example, but let's say there's a guy that says it's a bird or something. There are two people who said that this frog is a frog. There's a third guy who said the frog is a bird. This observation will become the community taxon will become vertebrate. Okay, because that I think is the common point between them, right? It goes back. So it's neither over here, it's neither over here, it's all the way up here in the taxonomic hierarchy, right? So every single taxon suggestion that is given, it gets counted. Okay. And if your identification is in disagreement with everybody else's, it becomes a maverick ID. So let me show you that as well. Uh, Can I have your content, please? I don't know. Right? Acha, you guys check the chat. Yeah, I'll look into the chat later. So, okay, let's go back to this observation. Let's view this. Oh wait, we shouldn't do this with this. Okay, wait. Let me pick something and research it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's go back to. Oh, let's go to this. Okay. So this observation is for the bee. Okay. Everybody here kind of agrees that it's Apis cerana. Now, I will say that this is Apis indica. It is not, but just for the sake of example, let me do this. Apis indica. Uh, okay. Oh, that's a subspecies. Okay, fine. Let's just say it's this. Fine. I'm gonna add this ID. Okay. So now see what happened. It went back to needs ID. Before what was there? If I delete this ID again, you will see this. Edit and delete identification. Okay. So the moment the ID gets deleted, this will become research grade. Makes sense? Because everybody here is agreeing on one species, it is research grade. If I disagree, then it becomes needs ID again. So this is community taxa. Now let me try to put a bigger example. Okay. Uh, let's say okay, this is a bird. I'll just say it's a frog. It's not a frog, but I'll just say it is. Now, these many people have agreed that it is this particular species and it is in research grade, right? If more than if more than three people agree with something, and after all of these, so there are clearly more than three people, right? So if I disagree and say that this is a frog, okay, if I disagree and say that this is a frog, this observation will not go to needs ID again. Okay. And I will just get a Maverick ID. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So it's like everybody else is in disagreement. That, and by everybody, I mean like more than three people are in disagreement with me. Then my ID is Maverick, and this identification will not affect the research grade status. Okay, so this is one reason you need to be very careful. Right now, this is a blatant mistake on my side, but in more subtle examples, what happens is if there is one misidentification and everybody comes about and agrees with it blindly, then there will be one person who's trying to correct it, and that person gives the right ID, but their ID will not change the community taxon. Okay, so this is one reason you need to be a bit careful with identifications and be a bit responsible. And I'll show you what you can better ways to do this right now. So wait, let's go back to this. Next slide. Yeah. So these are the basic guidelines, and I think this is a very important slide for everyone who's new and everyone who's adding their own identification on INAT, right? You're all going to be uploading observations. You're going to be using the AI to, identify your observations. So I'm just telling you, just keep an eye out for every observation you upload. See, okay, let's say you try to ID something and the AI says that it is some certain species. You compare your observation with the photos of the species. This will be available, right? It will be on the app itself, and I'll show you how to do that. You can visually just compare. If you are not sure that it is this particular species, just uh, just take a step back, like take a step back and go higher in the taxonomic category. And okay, if there's like a dragonfly uh, that doesn't look similar to the taxon image, and you're not sure it is this dragonfly, go higher in the taxonomic category. Just say that, okay, I'm sure this is a dragonfly. I don't know which dragonfly it is, but I know it's a dragonfly. Just type out dragonfly and upload it like that. And if it is identifiable, people will identify it. Okay. And you can like ask people in groups for identification and stuff. I'll show you that later. And one more big suggestion is look for nearby taxa. I think right now the AI is updated and it's doing this by default. Like it is not giving out of location suggestions anymore. So that's a good thing. But yeah, still keep in mind that your taxa, like whatever observation you have, your species that it is suggesting should be at least seen around you, at least seen within India. Okay. Don't ID stuff like, okay, if it suggests an African species, don't just say that, just don't just click that and say, okay, this is in India now. And don't don't try to ID everything to species. Now, this is a very big point actually. uh, Again, this comes down to the competition part as well. Like when the event itself is somewhat competitive, so you want to get the biggest numbers possible, right? And if you push all your observations to species, you'll have a very good species count. But that's not always possible. For some taxa, you need to like dissect them straight up. You can't even identify them with a photo. You need dissection equipment. You need a microscope, especially for spiders. This is like pretty important for spiders. So I'm just saying that. Don't try to push for species ID and everything. A family level identification, a genus level identification, it's perfectly fine. Like that doesn't imply anything about your observation. That doesn't mean you're not doing well, right? And yeah, don't spam agreeing IDs. I think in general, don't spam on iNet. Now, how does computer vision work? Now, first thing, computer vision. Let me show you how this works as I talk about it. Let me pick something else. Wait, which one would be good for this? All right, yeah, this should be fine. Oh, wait, or else this, yeah. Let's see. Okay. So now, when on the platform you see this symbol, okay, this one. When you see this, it means this is a computer vision suggestion. This is not my own identity. This is not my own ID. Okay, this is suggested by iNat's AI, and you can read this up. Computer vision is the process of teaching computers to recognize pattern in images. We provide tools that use computer vision models trained on community photos to provide identification suggestions. Okay, like the autocomplete and complete comparison features. Okay, this is all there. So essentially, the core point is this: it uses the existent data, and it uses existing photos. It compares your photo with all existing photos and says, okay, your photo looks, the thing in your photo looks similar to this thing. So there's a good chance it can be this. Okay, so that is essentially what this is. And one important thing is like until there's 20 research grade observations of some species, that species will not be on the computer vision model. The model is not trained for INAT first. The model is not trained for species that don't have photos yet. And the way I'm saying this, it sounds like those are rare, but species that have never been photographed, species that are firsts on INAT, they're not that hard to find. Like you come across them quite a bit, especially within India, especially within such a biodiverse landscape, right? So that's all there. Now, let me just show you how this works. When you click suggest identification and you just look this up, it says loading suggestions. And it says we are pretty sure it's in this genus, right? And then the top suggestion is what it has been ID'd as. This has also been ID'd by CV, by the way, so I'm still not sure of that. But yeah, so essentially it's this. It just gave me a suggestion. So I don't need to know anything about moths to do this, but what I should do is open this in a new tab, right? I should open this in a new tab and just compare whatever I have with this stuff. So there are images over here. I have my image over here. I can just put these things side by side and compare, right? This is the responsible thing to do. Like whenever you have an AI suggestion that you're not sure of, just give it a good look. Like this looks similar to this. Like by your own vision. Don't just go by the CV. Just take that suggestion, look for yourself. This looks kind of similar to this. This looks like a decent match. Okay. Let's say it were not a decent match. What I can do is go to this taxonomy tab over here and go up. Now, am I sure this is in Psychede? I can do this, view all, and then set the location to India. Okay. My default location is India. I've set that up separately, but you have to type it here. Uh, yeah, essentially, I'm gonna go through these observations. Okay, all of these things look kind of similar to whatever I'm seeing. Yeah, makes sense, right? This makes sense. So I'm like, okay, I'm at least sure that these are both pretty common. These are both meta. So okay, this kind of looks similar to this, my observation. So I'm like, okay, at least I'm sure that this is psychedelic. And if I keep this as psychedelic, I'm not exactly going by the AI suggestion. If the AI suggestion doesn't seem to match up, go up the taxonomic hierarchy, look for similarities for yourself. Okay. That will help you build a better intuition for identification as well. So I would really encourage you guys to do this in the time period right after CMC. Okay. So this is there. And I've kind of covered all of this. Visually comparative thing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So this 20 RG observations, basically research grade observations, need to exist for the model to take that taxon. Now, uh, I said this as well. Compare the AI suggestion with your observation. And oh, wait, what? Where did that go? Yeah. Go to a higher taxa, go up that taxonomic hierarchy and look at the location. If the suggestion doesn't seem to be within India, just go higher in the taxonomic standpoint and just put that ID and then wait for an identification or try to identify further somehow. Now, you can, if you really want to seriously identify your observations, make use of these ID groups. Okay. Now, I think Vijay Barve has shared a link in the group. Oh, wait, let me know this. Yeah, I think, yeah, Vijay Barve shared a
Yes,
link
I
in the
shared.
chat. Yeah, he shared a link in the chat. Just join whatever group you think you might be using a lot, or you can scan this QR code. I know a lot of you are on PC, so just use that QR code. It opens the same link. Okay. I'm gonna give it a second here so that you guys get a chance to scan that thing. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. So now I've covered quite a bit of the technicalities here. Let's talk about why exactly are we doing CNC? Like, what even is the goal of this? What's the point of all this? Now, I think an event at the scale of citizen science, like CNC, an event at this scale, the most useful thing it brings is people. There are there are so many people you will come across when you go on these field visits. All of the events that are being organized, wherever you are, you will meet people who are see whoever has been seeing the advertisement for this event. I am assuming that all of you share some amount of interest in nature, and like you're all here because you like nature. I think that is an assumption that we can kind of go by, right? The goal of this event, from a personal standpoint, is that you will meet people when you go to these events. Whatever walks they're conducting, whatever talks are happening, maybe you will end up coming across really good people throughout this event. So, a big thing I would say for newer participants is try to go out there and try to make friends. Okay, this is beyond the citizen science event itself. Okay, just go out there, try to get your connections. Just try to connect with as many people as you can, and some of these friendships will last a very long time. Okay, and the second thing, no, the more technical thing over here is that this this is the goal of this is to make you stick with nature, make you stick with observing things, and at that, very slowly observing things. Okay. The main goal is to bring people to INAT, to our community, uh, who will keep going out there, who will keep exploring things within the city, outside the city, wherever you are, regardless of CNC. This The point of CNC is to make CNC as it's to make everyday CNC. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but anyways, yeah. And yeah, buildings and general, like, see, when you hang out with communities like this, you will, yeah, there will be people on field, whoever is guiding you, whoever comes out there, whoever is kind of regular, they can show you things in this nature, which are like, which will give you that appreciation for it. They will, you know, they will show you things that are happening around you that you might have never picked up before. Okay, so this is another big thing is like it builds an appreciation towards nature. And for appreciating nature, I feel like a really big thing is the community. So yeah, I think the main emphasis that I'm trying to make here is it's not just the event, it's also the community over here. Yeah. And now coming to CNC stats. This is CNC India. This is our cities, Indian cities. Last year, so Hyderabad had 33,985 observations, and yeah, these are the numbers, observation counts of everybody else. Uh, so this is a way to. This was the way of it's like it is like the friendly competition between cities. This is just going to encourage you to go out more and observe more. Okay, that's kind of the core of this. And I would say, as long as you're responsible with your identification, go for this. Like, genuinely try to give your best, try to get your city to win. Okay. And not just in terms of observation count, try to make your city win in terms of species count. That I think is way cooler because to win in terms of species count, na, you'll have to do the CNC event for 9 days at a minimum. The identification period, you guys need to use it. Like this is a very cool thing. Once you aim for species count, you will be using this time period to learn more back at home, and you will be engaging with the community online and stuff, or like you guys can meet up, whatever. Depends on the event, depends on you people. I think this year they are planning to conduct some ID Blitz event, right? So I would really encourage you guys participate there as well. Let's try to uh, where can we find the recording? Acha, wait. Whenever someone sends a message, this is switching up. My bad. Anyways, so fine. Yeah. So yeah, essentially just try to boost both your observation count and your species count. And the moment you start aiming for species count, your quality comes all by itself. Okay. So as a small note to the organizers as well, I'm saying this. Like try to show people as many things as possible. Now, wait. Yeah, most important note. I think I covered this. CNC is going outside competitive. Yeah. So I have just Just one thing by the end of this that I want to tell you is to observe everything slowly and patiently. Okay. Now, when you really need to engage with nature, you can't do this by hastily running. Okay. A lot of the times when I've been on CNC events, I've seen this happen, right? People want an observation count, and that's not a bad thing. That's completely understandable. But in that hurry for the numbers, you tend to miss out on a lot of really cool things. So I would say observe everything as slowly and as calmly as possible. When you see certain things, okay, whenever you see a insect on a like whenever you see an ant walking across plants and stuff, whenever you see ants walking on these barks, try to follow along with those ants. Try to see where they're going. And oftentimes, what you'll end up finding is they're gonna go and they're gonna walk to this plant hoppers. Let me show you an observation of those if I have. Uh, Wait, tree hoppers. Let's see this. I think I'll have good observations of. Uh, Fine, I'll just maybe I'll see it. Yeah, this is correct. Oh, wait, there it is. Let's go. So, if you this observation, by the way, I remember this because it was a pretty cool thing for me. I got this observation when I was okay. There was this Camponotus ant walking on this tree. Okay, so I was following along with it. I was just seeing where it's walking, and I come across this interaction. You know what's happening here? The ant is kind of tending or like taking care of this plant hopper. And what the plant hopper is doing is it is sucking up sap from the plant, and it is going to release sugary drops from behind over here. And the ant goes there and like taps on the abdomen, and it gets that sweet treat. And in return, the ant provides protection for this insect. So there is a very, very interesting interaction between two species happening here. I want you guys to, yeah, symbiotic relationship. So essentially, I want you guys to go around and follow things that just walk along with the things that you're observing, and just doing that, it will teach you a lot, it will show you a lot, like you'll see what they're doing. And I would also suggest you guys to keep note, like just like on a very serious note, keep wait, we cannot upload video. I'll get to this. Good point, very good point. I'll get to this. Yeah, you can upload GIFs on iNet if you have the if you're willing to make that effort. Turn your small videos into GIFs and upload it on iNet. Let me show you some of my GIF observations later. Um, yeah, so this. Anyways, yeah, try to keep note of habitats, try to keep note of behaviors, and take take videos if possible. And if not on iNet, you can put them up on the WhatsApp groups, right? The WhatsApp groups that Vijay sent, put them up there. Uh, Write your small note over here and discuss about it. Like this is how you really learn about nature. This is what you do. You get to see what they're doing, right? So I would really suggest you do this. Although this doesn't add up directly to the event itself. Okay, this will not be reflected in your observation count. This won't get you a prize or something, but this will add value to your observations. This will add meaning to you roaming around the city and just taking photos of random things, right? This is what adds that meaning. This is what adds that appreciation. Okay. Yeah, CNC India WhatsApp groups are there. I think they've all sent these links already. Uh, and most important thing, in the long run, not just for the event, engage with the community. iNat has a forum. There is an iNat forum. You can join in there. Uh, and yeah, you can just try to talk to a bunch of people. Try to get to know as much as possible from this event and otherwise in general. And try to identify your observations first. This I've mentioned quite a few times. Aim for the species count, I would say. Okay. And now, what after the 4 days of CNC? I think after this, the identification period is for 5 days officially, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure about this. Vijay or Swanand, you guys might know. Identification
Uh,
period.
we have 4 days to upload after
Hmm,
the event and
yeah,
then 5 days to identify.
yeah. So
I think it
overall
goes on
CNC.
up to 10th or 11th this time.
Okay.
The time has been extended a little bit because the
Oh,
focus is on quality and more identification and
oh, that's
species.
great.
The
That's
time
great.
has increased a little bit.
Uh-huh. So it's up till 11th, right?
I think so. It's totally 15 days, not 9 now,
Uh-huh. Let's
if
let's
I'm
fix
correct.
that.
But yeah, maybe in that ballpark somewhere.
All right. Around 15 days. So it really stretches over 15 days. And after those 4 days of observation, you guys should sit back and try to identify things. And I'll show you how to do this. And try to identify not just your own observations, try to identify others' observations as well. Because CNC is a very, very big event. Like you've seen these numbers, right? Wait, where are they? Yeah, you've seen these numbers, 33,000 observations in 4 days. That is like in 4 days, you're getting that much number from one city, right? So in this, there is a lot of unidentified observations, lots of unknowns, and every identifier who is kind of regular to every regular identifier will notice this. Okay, wait. Yeah, that's weird. Fine. So every identifier notices this surge in observations, right? So we are quite overwhelmed by the observation counts, like genuinely, and it's a good thing that we are because this really shows the need for more identifiers on the platform, right? So I would suggest that a lot of you observers who are you're putting up a lot of things for the 4 days, but try to come about and sit for the other 11 days approx and try to identify not just yours but everybody's observations and see for this also the suggestion is the same like until id till whatever level you're sure of. You don't need to push for species the but you can just push as far as you possibly can. Okay. And that still adds a lot of value. Like it's easier for me. Okay, if there is a dragonfly that is identified as an insect, I am a dragonfly identifier. I'm gonna go search up dragonflies and I'm gonna try to ID them. This dragonfly that's ID'd as an insect, it won't be visible in my filter, right? If someone instead goes and okay, they are seeing observations of all insects and they're like, okay, there is this insect and I know it's a dragonfly. So I'm going to say it's a dragonfly. And after that, if I try to identify dragonflies, it's gonna show up in my feed and I'm gonna try to push it further, right? So this is like a sequential process. So if there is an insect that you know, like, okay, let's say there is something identified as an animal and you know it's a spider, you push it, some spider identifier comes up and pushes it further. So you don't need to know the spider to species, you can just say it's a spider. That's still very valuable. Okay, so let me show you how to do this as well. um, See, when you log into iNat, you're on your dashboard, right? Okay. Now you'll see this thing right up here, identify. Click that and select your location. I've set my default location to India, so that is there. You can select this filter and select this one. This one. Okay. This question mark thing. It's unknowns. So these are observations that have not been identified at all. Now see, this thing, what is this? It's a spider. So I can say spider. Right. And this observation has date, it has location, it has everything, but without this kind of an ID, it will not be within needs ID. It will end up not showing up in anybody's any identifiers feed. Okay, this is also a spider. So I can just say it's a spider. So these are small steps that you guys can take. This adds value to the event. Okay. At one point, I was the top identifier. Acha, wait, let me read the chat later. It will be very messy. Right, let me just put this thing. Okay, so fine. So this is how you can just go about it. If you know something to a good enough level, like this one, I know the genus, so I'm pushing it there. Otherwise, I can just say it's a plant and that still adds value, right? You will know certain things, you won't know certain things. Either way, you can contribute. So that, and yeah, I think to with this we're kind of coming towards a closing. Oh, we are at the end slide. Yeah, that's it. So try to make the best out of this for yourself. Add value to your observations. Add value to your understanding of the world. Okay, make that better. Try to grow out of this and try to make your city win in terms of the numbers as well, and try to make your city active in terms of in terms of actually trying to understand nature. I feel like that's one thing that is quite stagnant within CNC, within not just CNC, within the INAT community as a whole. We don't observe too much behavior because that's not what INAT rewards. Anyways, so yeah, try to take your time, identify everything to whatever level you can, and share this event with as many friends as you can. Try to bring more people into this. Try to make the community bigger and try to you know help others develop their love for nature as well. And I think this last point is what really adds value to citizen science and what adds value to CNC. And with that, I think I'm done with what I want to say, and I'm open for questions. I'm gonna stop sharing. Yeah, all right.
So those who
So
have question, you can raise your hand. Maybe
okay,
that.
let me see the chat once if there's anything over there.
I don't think there is any unanswered question in chat, but if someone feels the question is not answered, they can raise hand and ask again.
Yeah.
And Sorochi, if you can
Mm.
show like your iNet app demo maybe on.
Oh, yeah. Right. Let me join in from the phone then. Uh,
So you are going to join on using.
yeah. I'll join. Until
iNet.
then, I'll be here as well, so you can just ask questions and stuff. Can
Yeah.
I have your this year? Is not a competition though. INAT people realized and changed the thing a bit. No leaderboard is what I heard. What? Okay.
He
Interesting.
no, he changed his comment. Now it is there is still a leaderboard now.
Mm.
They were thinking about it, but it's still there.
Okay. Not on observation count and only wild observations. Okay, cool. So kind of as usual. Can I have your content, please? You mean the slides? Yeah, sure. I can send the slides over. I'll send it on. I'll send it to you, and you can share it everywhere, I guess.
Yep, sure.
Uh, Please feel free to join. This is you. Where can we find this recording for reference? Symbiotically, okay, okay. At one point, I was the top identifier for spiders of India just because I sorted. Yeah, yeah, that happens. All right. So, anyone, any questions? Anything at all?
I have a
I don't know
bunch
how
of
to.
questions.
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
So one is this is the first time I'm seeing these so many walks organized for
Yeah.
CNC, and but during a walk, there'll be multiple people observing the same organisms.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
does how does that work? I mean, wouldn't it amount to spam if everybody uploads,
Yes, this is actually a point I raised in conversation with Vijay before. In eBird, I think there is an option to create a combined checklist, right? A bunch of people can have this checklist and like it counts for everybody's observation. Is that right? eBird people? Anyone? Just confirm if that's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I don't
that's
know
how it
eBird.
works.
Yeah, it's
the
correct.
That's
checklists
how
are
it works.
shared? Correct, correct.
Yeah, lists are shared, right? So I talked about this with Vijay, and if iNat had such a feature, it would be absolutely brilliant, but sadly it does not. And what you said is a very, very valid concern, and yeah, that does affect the data quality of iNat. It affects the population count. You can't. Yeah, this is one thing. I changed that point in last minute because back then I didn't think about this when I made the slides. But yeah, this kind of repetition, okay, single person, like multiple people observing one insect 5 times. Five people are observing the same thing. Five of them are putting it up there. This counts as, yeah, what Pawan said, duplication. It comes under duplication. But this is not the kind of duplication you can say, okay, you're all uploading the same observation. You can't ask anyone to delete anything because they're different people and they were all they were all validly on the field. They all actually saw that. So you can't ask anybody to delete anything. But yeah, I wish iNat had a feature to merge observations. I wish iNat had a feature to like, okay, put all these photos together and write multiple usernames on top of it. That would cover it. But yeah, this suggestion has been made not just by me, by many people probably. Vijay has raised his hand.
Yeah, I don't think at this point we are concerned about duplication. We are concerned about missing out a lot of things. I mean, a little bit of duplication we can always handle using some techniques in data science. So
Yeah.
we don't have
So
to
that's
worry
what.
about that
Hmm,
much. We should worry more that what we are missing out every day.
hmm,
Thousands of pictures shared on Instagram and Facebook, not making it to iNaturalist, it should be our concern
yeah,
rather than saying, oh, three people photographed the same bird and posted on iNaturalist. That's my 2 cents.
fair.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a conversation, I think in August sometime. I called him and talked about this. What are the techniques that you guys use? So, anyways, that's actually, you know what, Vijay, you should do a talk on this. The techniques, whatever is going on behind the
That
scenes.
Yeah, I think that's a part of his. I mean, that's a headache of data scientist, not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
observer.
If you can
So
get a
we
person
can
like
we can
that,
observe
that
as
would be
many as
great.
we can.
No, if you know any people within that field, no, I would really appreciate that talk. That's one that I think the INAT community has been waiting on for a while now. But if it is a lifer for 9 people out of 10, then it cannot be said as duplication.
No, anyways, it is
From a
not.
personal POV, yeah.
Yeah, it is not a duplicate, Pawan sir. It is like a duplication. This data duplication will be handled by data scientists like Vijay Barve sir. So they will find out that okay, this is at the same place, same location,
Yeah,
but different people. So they'll take
yeah,
care of it. For us, it is still a valid observation.
yeah,
But a single person observing, I mean, uploading the same object multiple times as a multiple observation, then that is something
yeah. Then that is spam.
spamming and that should be avoided as per
Yeah,
Swarochi's guideline.
yeah. Anyways, some people texted on the chat as well. I don't know about how to use this app. I use the Bird app. Okay, so sorry,
Maybe
for
I'll
this
share
now you
for
can,
Android
yeah,
then, and you
yeah,
can go over for
yeah,
iOS.
yeah. Let me just join the meet first.
Okay. So till
Mm.
that time, what I'll do is I'll
Yeah, yeah.
start showing for Android app. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Um, can I ask some more questions?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So,
Yeah, sure,
Let's
about this
finish off with questions
location,
first, and then we'll demo the apps.
sure.
yeah,
That's a
and
good
I see
idea.
RT has also asked the same questions, glitches, uploading the location.
Mm,
So sometimes it happens that you take two consecutive observations. One of
mm,
them has the location, the other one shows location missing. And then you try
mm,
to add the same, put the same location in the second one. And
mm,
somehow it doesn't work because the same name of location doesn't work. The latitude, longitude, you go try to find it in the map, and it's I have somehow had a lot of problem in if the computer has not caught the location, maybe the internet connection just went off for a second or something.
yeah.
So for some reason it even though location services are turned on, of course, because the other observations have locations,
Mm.
just one or two observations are there without location. So what do you do in that case?
In that
Swarochi,
case, you go individually and add that. Is there an
Okay, so
echo,
you
by the
go
way?
to the laptop, but what do you add actually? I mean, can you
Okay.
you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to
Let me.
get the exact coordinates and add
Yeah.
those?
Wait. Let me try to show you with an example.
yeah, I would like
My
to show Swarochi, can you also show the batch edit?
batch edit. Acha,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, if you have like multiple observations from the same location,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
even
yeah. I'll
that
do
would
that.
help.
I'll do that. Yeah, done, done, done. Okay, so batch edit na, you just kind of click on this, go to edit observations, and you'll end up at this page.
Wait,
Um,
we can't see your screen. Could you please share your screen
oh,
again?
okay, okay. Yeah, right. I stopped sharing. My bad. Uh, yeah, fine. Share. Visible?
Yes, now it
Visible?
is visible.
Okay.
Can you go back to dashboard and start from there?
Okay, cool. So yeah, when you log into iNat, you'll be over here, right? Go on your profile, see this edit observations thing is there. Na? Click here. You will get all your observations in this kind of format. Click batch edit and then select whatever observations you want to select. Okay. Now, wait, edit selected. This option shows up. Okay, just click that, and you can select n number of observations that is there, and then whatever you do within this yellow box, it reflects in every observation at once. Okay, now you will select. Basically, here I don't have observations that don't have location, but in that edit thing, you'll select observations which don't have location, which don't have date, whatever glitch is showing up. And in that case, it will be empty. This will just be empty. Nothing will be here, right? Because there is no location because of that glitch. What you can do is add that location. Okay, you can just search this location up and you can add this location. I'll just put it somewhere over here, but because that's my hostel and stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, here. So cool. Now you can just you've added that because latitude and longitude show up. And now you just click apply and everything it applies everywhere. It applied all to all observations at once. Okay. And now you can just click the save all and then all those observations get their new location. Same way you can do for the date and time. Does that make sense?
See, but many times that place is not as well mapped as, I mean, I sir, you know all the roads and you know
Ah,
where exactly the
that
villages
is
and
true. That
stuff.
is true. Yeah.
So if
So,
you're on Mahatma Tekdi, then various parts of the Tekdi, have different locations. The
yes.
neighborhood society or something, it takes the name of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
Okay.
it's not
So in
very,
that case, what you can do, by the way, is yeah, there's a very good thing you can do here. Good that you asked. Let's say I know it's somewhere near Mysore, Pune. Okay, it's somewhere near Mysore, Pune. Uh, I have to click on I think this feature. Oh wait, this is the left right thing. Huh. Oh, wait, let's zoom out and select this location. Awesome. Accuracy. Wait, yeah, you can edit this accuracy thing over here. With accuracy in meters. Yeah, there is nothing written over here for accuracy. Now, see, you've selected some coordinates right now. Okay, this is a pinpoint, right? This is a pinpoint. This is like as accurate as it can be. You select this accuracy, you type, I guess, 100-meter range. Okay, so you have this pinpoint. Somewhere 100 meters, circle within this pinpoint. Somewhere in that range, it is there. Okay, now I will apply this. Okay, this accuracy thing, you have to type it out. And now if I look at the map, see, you have the circle over here. You see this? Wherever it is within the circle. Now, this circle can be as big as you want. Like this circle can be as big as Pune. Make sense? Like I can just do this and like, okay, it's like half, yeah, not half the size of Pune, but yeah, it's like pretty big area. It's a huge area. So depending, you can set that accuracy radius, and then if you want, you can manually edit it per observation as well. So all of this is there. Okay. Now for now, I won't save this because the location is not accurate. Cancel. You can just click that save and it will get saved. So there is this error range that you can adjust. Also, another thing that you can do is you can set your location to obscured. Okay. Now, generally, people do this with threatened species and stuff, but in such cases, like if you don't want to think that much, you can just be like, where is the change geo privacy and do this. Now, what happens is it adds its own default. It adds a pretty big error range for obscured observations. So that is fine. You can just select that obscured and save your observation. You'll be fine. Okay. That is one way you can do this. Anyways, so next, Sanjana raised her hand, asked to unmute.
I just wanted to add one thing that if you take a picture with phone with geolocation on, you get a
Yes.
reasonably good location
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah. She asked for the case when that is itself glitchy, so that's all. Anyways, Sanjana Kajave has raised her hand. I'll stop sharing for now.
I want to ask about duplicate observations. Suppose I am observing a larva of a butterfly.
Yes.
So today I am observing after tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Daily I am observing it, and if I am putting the same observation, will it be called as duplicate observation?
Yes. You can add, see, I know that you're observing the same larva at different times, but it's still the same individual, right?
Okay.
So I think that would be considered, and there are good ways to say this as well. A lot of people on iNet, they rear butterflies and they observe every step of their life cycle in the same observation. So you can add multiple photos. Like after some time, you can edit that observation and add your photo in.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be duplication.
For different stages, we can still have
now.
multiple observations.
But how can you have two different dates for the same observation? Is that
Yeah, that's why
That
for
is the
different
issue.
for different stages, you can still have multiple observations, saying that first instar is at this date, and that is one observation for different stage. Like the stage is changed, then you can add that observation that okay, at this particular stage the instar is changed. So now, so this is a different observation. But this is coming to a personal choice now.
Yeah.
That whether you want to upload like for the same day, you want to have multiple observations, or you would like to be wise enough to upload it when it changes its instar.
Acha, okay. Okay.
But I
fine.
mean, see, if you have these all stuff in the same observation, you can like have like if you have everything in the same observation, you'll have like, okay, you can just click the side button and it will scroll through different life stages. So
Yeah,
that
and
I feel like that is beautiful for me. But again,
yeah,
like
and in your scenario, Swarochi, we would have to add a note. In that note,
yeah,
we can mention the dates
yeah,
of
that is
the other
valid. That is
instars.
valid. Photo can have date stamp. Yeah, that makes sense.
Photos or the notes in the observation, so you can show that as well, like where
Yeah,
the nodes
yeah,
are.
yeah. Or you can add a comment in the observation, whatever. So
Yeah.
that, but yeah, I feel like again, like if you upload it multiple times, it's counting as different individuals. INAT doesn't know that. It's the same one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that I feel like I don't, that doesn't make sense to me. But again, I think, yeah, personal choice.
So I have a question about this community taxon. So often it happens that I can ID, I mean, only the class level or only the maybe genus, and then
Mm,
somebody else puts the species. And
mm,
then I'm given a choice whether to agree or disagree.
mm.
And if I agree, it becomes my ID. So is
Yeah.
that a spam? I mean, you said you should not try to have multiple. So now, supposing I agree, somebody else agrees, and
Mm,
then a third person actually gives the correct ID. If supposing
yeah.
that ID was wrong and someone gave the correct ID.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it better not to, see, I agree only because I don't know any better. And
Mm,
okay, someone
yeah.
identified the species, let
Yeah.
me agree
Mm,
with them.
mm.
So is that a good thing to do, or should I just not do anything at
I
all?
would I would say if you have a butterfly and you've ID'd it as a butterfly, you can still keep that ID as butterfly. You don't, like, just because someone has agreed to, like, someone has suggested a further ID, like,
Yeah,
even if you don't know any better, it's fine. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to disagree with them. You can just stay there.
you can just, okay.
Yeah. Because if you have your observation with ID as butterfly and someone says the species next, your ID counts as an improving ID. It's a valid ID and it's a valuable ID. Like, it's a valuable tag. If possible, let me try to show you the this thing stats for. Wait, where is the graph?
I
Oh,
think Swarochi, you should also share the screen again.
oh.
Should I
But
ask
anyways, it's
one?
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
can
so
ask
keep
on
first.
the
asking till he shared the
Keep
on this
screen.
asking.
point
Keep.
of hiding the IDs, unless and until you are really sure or you have independently verified it, don't
Don't
uh,
agree.
agree, so that
Yeah,
someone else will come take a look at it and who knows that species will confirm that ID rather than you doing
yeah,
that without
yeah,
knowledge.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Hmm. But I don't see the ID stats over here. Acha, wait, let me try to get the wait, is it? I think this is it. This should be the page, right?
What stats are you looking for?
No, for my own profile stats. You know that year summary thing?
Oh, yeah. I will tell you.
Yeah.
You should type stats/year/your name.
Ah,
No,
acha, year, okay.
2020.
2025.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that. So let me just show that over here. Yeah. So within identifications, you have four types. Okay. So there are mavericks, which are like disagreeing with the community, and there are improving IDs. This is basically okay. It's a higher level taxon, but I'm still in the correct. Like, I'm saying it's a butterfly. Someone's saying it's this specific butterfly, but my identification of it being a butterfly is still correct. No. So that is what improving is. Supporting is basically I'm agreeing with someone. I'm just, clicking agree, and someone says it's a species. I'm like, yeah, I agree. And leading ID is like I'm saying it's the species, and nobody has agreed with me yet. I'm saying it's some genus maybe. Everybody else is at family. I'm saying it's this genus, and no one else has agreed with me yet. So that kind of stuff. So these are the four types of IDs. All of these have their own value, right? So you don't need to see supporting is you need to be really sure when you're adding a supporting ID. Okay, because this your one supporting ID will bring things to research grade. That's all. That is all there is to it. Anyways, photos can have. What if we have a patch of trees propagation of same species? In this case, how to upload each tree with exact location? Patch of trees propagation. Okay, first thing, I'm assuming all these trees are wild, right? You don't you don't need to have like okay. if two trees are like 5-6 meters apart, it's very hard for the location to be precise on all of them. So it's okay. You'll have some error all the time. Like you can't fix that no matter how much you zoom in and all, right? So I think it's okay. Like just keep your location services on and go by that.
So count. How the count will come in that case? If the patch is of natural propagation, as you asked,
Yeah, yeah,
so it is natural propagation,
yeah.
and the tree is of same species propagating.
Mm.
So in that case, if we want a count of that
Uh-huh.
patch of how
Yeah.
many trees were propagated, so
Mm.
how can we differentiate from one species to one tree to other then in that same place? If not location, I understand location might be
Yeah, yeah.
having like 100 meters में है वगैरह, but
Mm.
each tree needs its individual identity.
Observation. Yeah. So you just add each tree as a separate observation. That's all you can do. But from that observation, I don't think it's possible to refer back to that location and be like, okay, yeah, this observation is this tree. I mean, I guess that's doable, but then it's not really a tree marker.
Okay, so actually, you mean to say we cannot give count of tree in the particular location? Is that so?
If you have 10 trees and you upload 10 observations, you get the
Hmm.
count of 10. That's how it works, but then there's no specificity within that count.
Okay,
For
okay.
such advanced things, we have like observation fields. So for every study, a specific study like this, we
Hmm.
Hmm.
we have to create these fields. But this goes into advanced study, and
Yeah.
specific to that study, we create those observation fields.
Yeah. Observation
Okay.
fields, na, if I really talk about it, should I get into it? Okay, fine, let's do it.
Thank you.
Observation fields. Uh, Fine, we have this observation, let's say. In this, we have this observation fields. Uh, okay, here you can, okay, generally I'm a dragonfly guy, so these are my default observation fields. So this is what I keep adding. Let's say, okay, in this plant, we don't have a pollinator, but let's say there was a bee over here. Okay, let's say there was some bee that was pollinating this. Then I can add uh, nectar or pollen delivering plant. And then I can add the plant species name. Okay, actually, this is for the bee observation. Actually, I can't do this here. But yeah, if the observation was
You
for
can
the
say
bee,
interaction visited flower of.
Yeah.
Just
interaction
type
visited flower.
interaction
Yeah,
and it will come.
interaction. Yeah, there are certain like
See the third
names
one.
that are already given. There are observation fields that already exist. If you know them, it's great. Otherwise, you can like add your own observation field. How
Exactly.
exactly will
So
we?
for this particular question, you have to add your own observation field, like number
Yeah,
of trees in single observation, or
yeah.
we already have tree girth related observation, the tree height
Hmm.
related field. So
Yeah.
these fields are already there, but if you want to have number of trees within a single observation or something like that, we can have that.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah.
if you are doing like tree mapping thing and you want to add a unique ID of that particular tree, you
Hmm.
can also start doing that. Like this is a unique ID of that tree, and then every next observation by other person, they can have
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
ID added there. So
Hey,
I
listen,
have
there is this
this.
field for number observed. This exists. Number observed field. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So you can just add 9 trees are observed, something like that.
Yeah. So in my case, I used to have butterflies. So number of butterflies, I used to give range,
Yeah.
saying that one or
Mm,
two to five, five to
mm,
10, or more than
yeah.
10, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
Yeah. Apart from that, annotations and stuff are there. That is like you can do that as and when. Anyways, so anything more?
Any hints for where to find wilderness in the city? So
Uh,
obviously, roadside planted trees or gardens and all
mhm.
that, they don't count.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
apart
The
from the
the
tekadis, what
okay. Are we asking in Pune context?
in Pune context?
Yes, I
In
think
Pune,
Jayashree ma'am.
okay, in Pune context, you are finding so many things. Basically, on roadsides, na, you're saying, okay, there's a lot of planted trees, correct? But because of these trees, there's a lot of leaf litter. If
Right.
you just go down, look through the leaf litter, you'll find a bunch of jumping spiders. You'll find a bunch of ants. Look on the barks of the trees.
Hmm.
Like sometimes there are trees with like very loose bark. Okay, you can try to like look under the bark. You can try to like tap the bark, and sometimes insects walk out of it. So there are like things that you can do on the field to get more insects and stuff at least. So like within, even if there are cultivated plants, you don't need to look at the plants, but you can look on them.
Mhm.
And within flowers, na, you will see if you really look into each flower carefully, you can find crab spiders and stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, just look really close. That is the best thing you can do in a city. You won't find a very high levels of you won't find a very big number, but you will find them if you really look into it.
Hmm. Also, grasses are there, various
Yeah,
grasses.
indeed.
Grasses, na, yeah, sure.
So, Swarochi, I think you should wrap up with app
Yes.
demo
Yeah,
because that
yeah,
is
yeah,
getting recorded and few people actually
yeah.
requested.
Okay, okay. Let me do that. I'll share screen from here. Start broadcast. Can you guys? Oh yeah, we can see it. Okay, so that is my phone. Let me just go to iNat. Classic. See, on iOS, whoever is using iOS, nah, sadly, I don't have Android. Swanand will do the Android one. But whoever is using iOS, you will find two apps on the App Store. Don't use this thing. Don't use the green one. Use this iNat Classic because that's way easier to upload with. The iNaturalist app on iPhone is very messy. Just go for the classic one. Trust me. Okay, now you can click on this observe the camera icon, and then you can, if you've taken photos, and I'm assuming most of you just take photos with the default camera app, right? So just take photos and go to this photo library later on. So now you'll find a bunch of observations. Let's say I got this. Okay, you can, on iOS, the problem is you can only select like 8 photos at once. Okay, so for now I'll just select these langurs and create that observation. Okay, now I can use that AI suggestion.
I think his network.
Hello?
Yep,
Hello?
I could see your phone is hang, Swarochi, but you are uh, still audible.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can see your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Basically, like my network went out, some glitch in the hostel. Yeah, you can't see my face anymore because the lights are out. Sad, but
Maybe
yeah.
you can just
But you can hear me, right?
turn off video so that we can have a smoother connection.
Okay. Does this work?
Yeah, works.
Turned it off. Okay. So, anyways, now you have this suggestion from iNat. Simnopithecus is correct. Now you just, yeah, location and date are checked, right? Wait, is it loading? Yeah, it should be. Yeah. So it's a bit of a lag, but yeah, okay. Now date and location are correct, right? You can see that. Genus I've ID'd. The observation has photos. Now I can just click share, and there is a bit of a lag still, but yeah, you'll see it happen eventually. Yeah, there you go. So I clicked share and this shows up. Okay. iNat Classic, the logo with green body. Yes, correct. The green one.
So now I was not using that classic one, but
Yeah,
all the observations which are done in another iNet for iOS,
yeah.
it will
Yes.
automatically be seen in classic. Is that so?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. They are both valid iNaturalist apps, but the issue with this app is that you have to go to the upload, like uploading is just more difficult over here. Like, let me demonstrate from this as well,
Yeah.
just to show you the difference. See, now you have to click this and it opens your camera. Right, I'm showing my
Correct.
laptop screen right now. See? This
Correct.
camera, you need to click this button over here, like this
Correct.
thing. This one. Yeah. So
Hmm.
now you click that, and then it shows your gallery. And now in the gallery, you
Hmm.
can only select one photo at once. So this is horrible.
Yes,
Like,
this is bugging.
yeah, this is horrible. Now you have to select the same like bunch of if I want to upload two photos, I have to do this whole thing twice. That is why I'm
Correct.
saying just don't leave this app alone. Go to the iNet Classic.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That app is so horrible. That is an upgrade. That is the update, by the way. That app is the update. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, that is there. Anyways, let's not delay this too much. I'll pass it along to Swanand so he can show you the Android one as well. Apparently, there are
So,
people for this. So, yeah. Swanand?
yep. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll share screen.
yeah.
Wait.
Please share link for iNat Classic. Huh, done. I'll get you that. How do I get you that? I'll do it. Wait.
Can you see my screen though?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So it's just like this. Same. I have my Marathi
Yeah.
names on because I like them. But as
Hmm.
Swarochi said, we just have to click the green plus button here. I'm not going to go to choose image because the same step you will have to follow. I'm going to do some fun. I'm going to take a image live, and I'm trying my luck for this midget. Something like
Yeah,
that.
now that is an option. You can use the iNat camera, but generally for
Yeah.
Android, it's not very like the camera isn't used to its fullest extent on iNat.
Yes.
Like it
But still
works,
it
but
works.
yeah,
Still
it'll
it
be a
works.
bit blurry that image.
Yeah.
It
And then
works.
it showed me the location, it showed me the date, and it can still take the
Let me answer the sentence.
species. So species are all completely off, but I know that it was insect, so I'll just say insect. And wings or one swinged, and I'll check that out, and that should be it. So even we can do that, but it is, as Swaruchi mentioned, that iNet camera is not that good. But in worst case scenario, you can do that, or this is feasible. But yeah, this is how it goes. And if you want to choose image, you can choose image. And just go for files and go for the recent. So yeah, this was again in ICER, so I can click that, and yeah.
Meanwhile, let me send you the. Um,
Yeah. So it identified correct genus level. Again, location and dates are on. So yeah, it was pretty easy to just do that, right? And you can use
yeah,
explore
I
and
sent
other stuff.
the. Yeah,
So you can start exploring, and you will know which observations you have around and missions and
I
other
want to
stuff
add
in
one
the
point here.
yeah.
Swanand, just go to no, don't stop. Go to
Yeah.
this thing. Go to settings, and when you are in the field, especially make sure the automatic upload is off so that your phone responds well. And then once you come back in like in Wi-Fi zone, you just hit upload. That works much better than keeping the automatic upload on.
Yeah.
So I always keep it off. And if I have good connectivity, then after creating, it gives me a green upload button on top. I just hit that, and those 2, 3 records that I have created will be uploaded at that point when I'm in good cell coverage
Good
or
network.
in Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Good point. I'm at home, so yeah, I'm keeping it on. On field, I'll keep it off.
Generally, if you're should get along with- if
So
you're
should I
you know
stop
if you're
sharing,
moving
or
to
do you
outskirts,
want to have?
then that is suggested.
Yeah. Should I stop sharing, or do you
So
want to
by the
have some
way,
question?
no, that's it, you can
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah,
thank
stop
you.
sharing.
Anand, how do you get the Marathi names?
In the settings, you
Ah,
can
oh,
have
wait,
preferences.
Okay.
Maybe
let
Swarochi, you
me.
can add your own language in your.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, let me just see. I also forgot where we're supposed to do that from. But yeah, I think I'll figure it out. Wait, let me just start
Yeah,
sharing
maybe
screen
you can
once.
just share
Yeah, yeah,
screen and.
yeah. So, okay. Essentially, what I did is I came to account settings. Okay, from dashboard. Okay, let's just do it properly. Again, why confuse anyone? Uh, yeah, I'll come to account settings from here, and then then where will it be? Change password. This is all like just profile stuff, account stuff. Default language. So for me, it's English. You have a bunch of different languages. You can set it to, I guess Marathi is there. If it is, oh, Malayalam is there. Malayalam is there. Where is Marathi?
Below Malayalam, that is Marathi.
Acha, Marathi is written like this. Okay, so that works. So you can set that to any of these languages.
But
Not.
he had both, no?
Hmm?
Yeah,
You,
I had
you can.
English, Marathi, and scientific.
Yeah.
So,
Scientific name, I think by default it shows up.
yeah.
Okay, let
So
me
my
just keep
preference
Marathi on.
was that way.
Yeah. Let me keep
So
Marathi
you
and see
can.
what happens. Save settings. Wait, is it? I save settings. Okay, save. That should switch up. I'll open dashboard in another tab. Yeah, there we go. So username and everything is like this. Observations, how
Now
does it
this
look?
is completely Marathi language actually. We have to
Yeah.
change the taxon specific stuff.
Uh,
Now
yeah.
you are into a Marathi website of iNat. So even that
Yes.
is there.
Yes. So, by the way, like I kept scientific name first, so that's just my preference. But generally, what happens is this will show up above, and in the brackets you'll see the scientific name. So yeah, scientific name does show up still.
So
So there's no
for
English name though. There is nothing.
for Marathi names only to appear and keep the interface in
Yeah,
English, you need to go to another place. You need to go to settings, content, and display.
content and display. Yeah. So
And
here
here
I set
you set
scientific names
that,
first, but you can say, yeah,
and then
you set
lexicon you
this
can
option
add
basically.
below.
Yeah.
Below you go to lexicon.
Mm.
Yeah, and add here Marathi.
Add
Okay.
common, no, sorry, not that one. Add common name lexicon, and there you can add Marathi.
Add common name. Wait, where is that?
No,
W
no,
button.
down,
W
not
button.
this one.
Okay. Add common name lexicon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And scroll down a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you can add.
Same as
Why
local.
it is not
Wait,
showing?
what?
When I
Not.
I think you need to change your setting first.
Acha, do I need to keep this?
no.
Yeah,
But
I
here
don't know.
I have done the same way. Add common lexicon, and there I had added Marathi. So yeah, you are
Yes.
right.
Add common lexicon. Same as user. Okay, wait. Add common lexicon. Then, yeah, I don't know what's happening. No idea. But yeah, they're saying it, so it
Because
should be
your
doable.
default
No,
is
you have to select Marathi and then add. Yeah,
Here
select
I have to select Marathi.
Marathi or Telugu or whatever you want,
Uh-huh.
and then hit add. Then it will go and sit below.
Okay, fine. Oh my God, there's a lot of languages.
So over here in the common lexicon, the Dropbox should say Marathi or whichever language is there. Is
That's
it?
right.
yes,
Okay.
but now his default
Yeah.
language is
You could
Marathi, so
actually
that
just
might
type
be skipped.
yeah, you're here.
Because his currently default language itself is Marathi, that's why it is not showing here. So
Yeah,
you have
acha.
to change your default
Oh,
language now.
acha. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, now I just said that, right? Cool. Account. Yeah.
Here you should use English because that's where we are used to.
Yeah. Wait, where is English again?
So if
Ah,
not
English over
Marathi,
here. Okay.
try another
Sentence.
Malayalam or Telugu language, no? Just for don't go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
changes on the.
No,
So
you
there are
should be
Ha.
able to set Marathi there.
Yeah, you should be basically whatever they said, we should be able to do.
Yeah,
Content
yeah,
and display, select
yeah.
a lexicon. Now it should show up, right? I'll just set something. Scrolling to Marathi is fine. I'll just
You
set
type
this for
M,
now.
then you can go to Marathi. Just type M
Oh,
on keyboard.
acha. M.
Yeah,
I've
and now you
typed
scroll
M.
a little bit, so you'll find Marathi
Okay.
quickly.
Malayalam.
MAR, little bit down. Yeah.
Where is it? M-A.
Yes, there it is. Below
Either, yeah.
Last.
Maranao.
Marathi. Yes, yes.
Yes.
And then say
So
add.
Perfect.
add
Perfect.
common and lexicon. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Done. So
Now it has
essentially done.
come. Now you go back, you will see as it is seen on Swanand's computer.
Okay. Things.
you can explore
Now you
and
go
you
to
can
your observations, you will see names in Marathi. Just refresh it.
refresh it.
Yeah. You can say Bhang Padi Mena.
As a Marathi.
Yeah. That's the Marathi name.
Okay, so
So
it is auto. We are not filling it. It automatically coming from the
No,
database.
someone needs to fill it.
Huh.
In our
on
case,
the
Rujuta Vinod has done a lot of hard work for that.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
so someone has to give it to the taxon level. So if
And
at
whatever
least
is
one
missing,
name,
we can still go back and fill in.
yeah.
Okay.
And then when you saw initially Swarochi selected Marathi and the bits and pieces in Marathi translation you saw, that is mostly Swanand's and mine work. We are trying to translate the whole iNaturalist website in Marathi.
Wow, that's good to know.
Okay, I think we should close now. We are
Yeah,
well over time.
well ahead of time. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Swarochi, for your time and nice informative session, and thank you guys for attending it. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Vijay sir, for letting us having this on Zoom and taking care of all the backend work. So thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
think we should.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Swarochi, Swanand, Vijay. Bye.